Hello friends, it's Tonton from Stand948. Welcome to a new video. Welcome on this guide about free-to-play marching skins. So the one, kind of going through all of them and explaining you which one you can get and how you can get them. If you watch my recent video about free-to-play city skin, then you will see that there are some overlaps in the sense of the same events are giving the free-to-play option for skin. But you don't have that much, so we're gonna review them one by one. So if you care to get some, you know how to basically. First of all, you have that city skin, right? And you see the amount of troops that are in a march. So if someone is using that, the more troops, the bigger the. Let's try to show you, right? Just something to note about city skin and why you might want a city skin, marching skin, sorry. So if I send a marching skin with just one infantry without a skin, right? You see I have only infantry. If I send a marching skin with only infantry but a lot, you can see that I have more infantry. So you can see between a little bit and more. It's not very precise, it's between one line of 6 and one line of 6 and one line of 6 as well. But it's giving you a hint, right? So if you occupy with, one infantry, one lancer, one marksman, and you occupy with a bunch of everything. So infantry, lancer, marksman, and heroes, infantry, lancers, marksmen, right? So you can see that if there are heroes, you see them. If there are troops, you see them, and you can get an idea of the size of the marching queue. So, when you are attacking enemies, sometimes on the battlefield, you might want to send one troops to a few cities and your full march in the middle. Let's say I'm launching 6 attacks on 6 different cities to confuse the opponents, so they don't know where to reinforce. But I will only have one march that is with full troops. And if you have a marching skin on, people cannot tell. Basically, it's, whether there is one troop or one troop and heroes or full troops and full heroes, they cannot know what's inside. So that's kind of, you hide the troops that you are sending. And in a fighting scenario, it could help to kind of, to confuse the opponent, basically. But let's review a marching skin. So they basically give you walking speed, if you look at it. They give you a marching bonus, hunting march speed. So it's not like you have a building in the island that increase your march speed, but that's all of the march speeds. It's going, it's a rally march speed, it's everything. This one, it's only hunting march speed. So what I believe it is, it's mostly to go and kill beasts. So it's not a big advantage, basically. It's a small advantage, but still. So you might want to get skins. So I'll review them one by one and tell you how to get them. So the first one is called New, is from the Snowbuster. So it goes with that city skin that we reviewed on the other video. It's the same principle. You have to collect 65 collectibles, I guess. So basically, the Snowbuster is a new event that was available from stage 6 to 170. Sorry. Last week, I made a guide on it. I made a live stream playing it. So if you want to have an overview of the event, and this event will be available to more states soon. I believe it will be once a month. And you will be able to get them. And every month when you have the event, you have one team that you can collect the parts, and one team is giving you the city skin. So that was the first time was city skin. So we assume that next time it will be the marching skin. And it seems to take between 3 and 5 events for a free-to-play to get it. So if you have it, you have 4 teams, you have it once a month, you have them every 4 months. To do 3 events, you need a year, because the year is 12 months. So if you need between 3 and 5 events, and you need a year and a half plus to get the skin, right? So, and if you spend a bit of money, you will get it faster. So it's not gonna take you that much effort, but it might take you over a year to get it. It's a cool skin, to be honest. I find it cool. I like it. Then the Krabby makeup. It's a new skin, but you got it as a spender. It's a kind of seasonal event, kind of reward. It's a bit of a different this time, but it's seasonal event. All seasonal events are for spenders. It's a minimum of 60 euro for some of these skins. You have to buy packs until you reach 60 euro or $50 and you get the skin, and some of these are based on other currencies, and it depends a bit on your luck. Could be 50, could be 100 plus euro to get it. Often it will be 100 euro to get it. So all of these, so this one is pay to win, 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 free to play. Okay, let's talk about free to play. Mushroom Fairy. So Mushroom Fairy, you get it from the store and you get it from the skin shop, and it costs, if I remember, 3,000. So you get 30 a day of these tokens by doing the latest Intel mission. So this one, you get 30 tokens. So you need 100 days. So you will need, 3 months to get it, basically. So the city skin is more or less 10 months, as we saw, depending a bit on other events that give extra tokens. It's actually 11 months if you don't do any other event that give you this kind of tokens, skin tokens. But there are some events, they are rare, but there are some events that give you 100, 200, 300 tokens. If you get 300 tokens from an event, it's a month saved. So this one is more or less 9 months in most cases. And then, if you add a marching skin, which is another 3 months, you kind of get both in a year, basically. You can get the marching skin, the city skin, and more or less, spenders have some event that gives a bit more of that. So you can get some extra and can get, for example, I got 3 of them in a year, basically, for me, because I spend a tiny bit on certain events. So I get a tiny bit more than you, or than non-spenders. But that's not a big difference. So spenders will get this a tiny bit faster than free to play, but they'll get it as well. It's a cool skin, if you look at the animation that it shows, yeah, when it hits, it's kind of hitting with the head, and it's a nice one. So that's pay to win, pay to win, pay to win, pay to win. So all of these are from past events, right? So sometime you will be able to get them through Tundra Adventure on other events like that, when you can catch up on all the events. So pay to win, pay to win, pay to win, pay to win. So the next one that's free to play, the next 2 ones are fishing tournaments. So the whale is for the top 6 people ranking in fishing tournament, and that goes with that city skin that's given to the top 15. So the city skin is given to the top 15, and the whale is given to the top 6 only. Top 15, sorry, for the other one, and top 6 for this one. So how to rank, you just need to make point collecting fish, and I have a dedicated guide on how to do that, and I will link it in the description of the video. So I won't go into too much details, but basically for free to play, getting that whale skin, you will have to save for something like 9 months of fishing tournament items to be able to use all items on one tournament, make 50, 60,000 points, maybe 40 if you are very lucky and it's not a very competitive tournament. But you will have to make a lot of points and to save for 9 months to a year, depending a bit. Like fishing tournament become less and less competitive over time. Like it costs a lot of money to rank, and whales realize that spending money in fishing tournament is not very an efficient way to progress their stat and stuff. So at the beginning they just spend on everything, and they're happy to get the skin and to show off that they are the strongest and blah blah blah. But then at some point they'll spend money somewhere else, so the tournament become less and less competitive. So while when you start you might need to make 100k points and you will never be able to rank as a free to play, by the time you are able to rank, by the time you save a year, then the tournament will be less competitive and you will be able to rank between 40, 45k points to 60k points. And I have a guide for that, and you can watch it in the description. Then you get the other city skin, right, which is Ice Journey, which is similar to this one, if that makes sense, right? That marching skin is you have to collect, and I forgot which ones that it says. Forgot if I cannot see actually, but it's one of the, I forgot. I think it's the chest maybe, or the divers, I forgot, on the fishing tournament, but you need to collect all of them and you will get the city skin. The way it works to collect that, it's kind of the opposite of that strategy. So at the beginning you kind of have to choose, because in the fishing tournament there are 4 seasons. summer, winter, spring, and autumn, and there are only 2 active. If you keep your items for a year, you won't be able to. When you spend all of them, there are always 2 seasons active at once. So summer, winter, for example, right? Or summer, spring, maybe. So if you spend all your items on summer and spring, you will get the divers or the chest from this season, and you will miss the other one because you need to collect all the items of all this season to get the skin. So that's it. That's marching skin you get from collecting everything, and these you get from collecting all the fish. So it's a different item, but you can get, through the fishing tournament, you can get up to 3 city skin. This one for ranking, and this one for collecting everything. And collecting everything, again, will take you more or less a year as well. But you will need to use item more or less every month, so you collect items slowly for all seasons, and you will be able to unlock everything. Again, there will be a guide in the description to understand that a bit better. But that's the 2 skins you can get from the fishing tournament. That's pay to win. That's pay to win. That's the one that is linked to being the president of the state. So every 14 days, there is a Sunfire Castle battle. So either SVS Sunfire Castle or local Sunfire Castle. And the president has the city skin, which is this one. And he can get as well the Zeppelin, right? So this one is free to play, but only if you are the president and you only have it for 14 days. So, but that's a cool skin to get. This one is free to play as well, potentially. It's free to play, but it's an Alliance white skin. So basically, when you reach King Knight of Conquest, when you reach in Arena, when you reach Ultimate, so you start. Where is it? Yeah, you start in Iron, then you climb to. That's when you state open, and the first Alliance Championship is available. Then if you win 4 stars, and you climb the ladder. Basically, then you become bronze, then silver, then gold, then diamond, then ultimate. So it's gonna take a while. And then when you get ultimate, you get city skin, you get marching skin, you get portrait, and you get nameplate, right? So you get all of them for 14 days. So the event is every week, but you get the skin for 14 days. The way it works usually is quite simple. Is either you are in the best alliance in the neighborhood, and you can climb to there quite quickly, or if you are not in one of the best alliance, like the top 3 or the top 5 in the neighborhood, it will take a lot more time. But over time, everyone is kind of increasing, because when the best alliance are gold or platinum or something like that, you can be in the leagues below. And then for us, when we are ultimate, as you can see, there are an amount of stars, right? So we are ultimate and 13 stars, which means that when you are ultimate and you win, you gain plus 2 stars, right? So that means we are one of the best alliance in terms of ultimate for our neighbor, right? We are not in the ranking by any means, so we are not the best, of whatever, because the other sets are a lot older. But at 13 stars, that means we often win at ultimate. So even when you are at ultimate, the stronger alliance, they go further from you. So right now, ultimate level 8 stars, for example, ultimate 10 stars is very easy for us. We are the power of our alliance is so strong compared to these people that we nearly win all the time. So we got stuck at, it was hard to go to ultimate, then after a while we are stuck around 8 stars in ultimate, and now we are stuck around 13 stars in ultimate. And over time, we will get stuck to higher levels. So that means that smaller alliance will be able to get to ultimate. So it might take a year, might take a year and a half for a smaller alliance, but if you're in the top 3 of your states, within 9 months, within a year, your alliance will get there, and everyone in your alliance will get the skin for 2 weeks. And when you are ultimate, you rarely go back, right? You rarely go back to the previous league, unless you lose a lot of people during transfer on the big drama and you cannot win anymore. But you should stay more or less around that, and you will keep the skin every week. So it's fun for people. The first time you unlock ultimate, everyone in your alliance is rocking the city skin and the marching skin, but at the end of the day, it's not that important. Then we have, we talk about city skin, not margin skin, not city skin. So a few more that you can get. You can get this one. This one, I would not suggest you to get it, but you do. It's from SVS shop, right? So it's a 1 week long. So you go from the shop. So you need to wait to have state of power available. So SVS, and you can get it for 150 Sunfire tokens, right? So you get these, by ranking on battle day and ranking on your alliance and personal ranking. There are multiple ways to get them. You have to understand that 150 tokens is 75 fire crystals. And that's last 1 week. So you will be cool for 1 week for 75 fire crystal. I'll take over the fire crystal anytime without thinking. So this one, super expensive. I will consider it only if I were the whale and I will buy crystals and everything else somewhere else, and I did not care that much. But as a free-to-play, I would not go for this one as well. I would not go for this one as well. While it might be a nice-looking skin for some, it's by far too expensive for what it is, for lasting for a week. I'll rather keep progressing and investing in things that make me progress. So that's free to play eventually, but that's a bad one. That's a spender. And we have this one, which is for spenders as well. When you start the game, you have a bundle you can buy, and not a bundle, but the more packs you purchase, you unlock certain items, which is you unlock some Zinman shards and some widgets and some mythic gear, mythic hero gear, stuff like that. So I'll show you quickly on my farm because I did not buy the pack. That's as well a way to show you, that my farm is nearly free to play. About 2 packs ever on my farm, which is 6 March and second builder. That's about it. So extra March, extra builder. Never bought anything else. But you have it. Do I still have it somewhere? Because sometimes it's popping up on my farm, but I'm actually not sure. I still have it somewhere. Yeah, top up gift, right? So when you top up 5,000, then you get that. When you top up 12.5, you get that. When you have that frame. When you top up 20 total, you get this. So you get some Zinman stuff. Then you get some gear. Then you get the marching skin, right? So that's one way to get it. 50,000 is let me calculate quickly, but. Yeah, it's 20 times 6 euros. Yeah, it's 120 euros, so it's $100 basically. For $100, you get all of that. Which, when you start the game, it's not bad. It's not the best. If you buy good packs, it's just extra. You don't need to buy these as packs. It's just extra reward when you buy packs. So, it's free. I guess it's free extra rewards. And the last two ones, that's why I wanted to record the video today, is because we have Frosty Fortune, and they are from Frosty Fortune. So let me just click on the right button. Is the snowmobile and the brute mammoth, right? So you can get these, and these they cost 240 and 480. Sorry. And if you go to Frosty Fortune, which I already have, they cost roughly that, right? So they cost 240, sorry, I know, for this one. 240 roses and 480 roses. So the way it works, very quickly on Frosty Fortune, you do stuff in the event, here and daily mission, and you get Gems of Enigma. Gems of Enigma allow you to open chest. And in the chest, you get roses eventually. And roses, that's what you use on the store, and that's what you use to buy these items are roses. Gems of Enigma, you can accumulate them between events. So you can, if you want to get a marching skin, you are unlikely. Maybe this one, if you get really lucky, you can get it in one event. But this one is very unlikely you get it in one event. You will need to save for 2 or 3 events. So what you need to do is to save your Gem of Enigma, these ones. Because the roses, if you look at them, it says convert to 10k resources supply after the event. So the roses are resetting between events. You will have this event every 4 to 6 weeks in average. Most of the time 4 weeks, sometimes 6 weeks. So you will want to save your Gem of Enigma for at least 2 events. If you want to get that one, I'll suggest to save for 3 or 4 events to get this one, basically. And that you will be, I'll just calculate quickly for you just to be sure I'm not saying the wrong things, because I did not calculate that for a long time. But and the way you do, so I have a Frosty Fortune guide as well, and I'll share it in a video, but you need 480 on the big one, and you get 13.4 in average. So you need to open 35 chests, 36 chests, 36 chests times 60. Yeah, 2000. Okay, so the way it works, right? You need to open chest. Chest, in average, the red ones, so the one that you see here, the splendid chest, they have 2% to give you 100 roses, 6% to give you 50 roses, etc. The gold one, they have 0.5% to give you 100 roses, 6% to give you 20, etc. And the regular chest for the gray one, it's 0.3%, etc., etc. So it's kind of bad. If you calculate the percentages, the red ones give you, in average, 13.4 roses. The golden one, they give you 4.22. And I explained that in more detail in the Frosty Fortune guide. But that's 4.22, that's 13.4. So that's 3 times more roses per chest in average for the red one. And that's 1.75 on the gray one. So you never want to open the gray. Never, never, never. Unless maybe you want to, reach a milestone and you miss one chest and you opened everything, and it's cheaper to open one gray chest than to refresh and open another chest, and you just want to unlock the milestone, right? But other than that, you never open the gray one and you never open the yellow one. You open the red and you refresh, you open the red and you refresh, and you have 3 free refresh per day. So you will use your 3 free refresh per day, open all the red chests, and the last day of the event, you will refresh and open as much as you need. So you need more or less, for this one, you will need 1.5 thousand Enigma, 1.5 to 2,000 Enigma. You need a bit more than 1,000 to open the chest, plus you need some to refresh, right? So you need 1.5 to 2,000 Enigma, and you get for free, if you do the event fully as a free-to-play, you get 1,080 Enigma. So that's more or less 2 events. So 2 events, you can get that marching skin. And that one is twice the price, so it's between 3 and 4 events, because you will need a bit more than 2,000 gems to open the chest, plus you need to refresh, so maybe 1,000 more. So you could try after 3 months of saving. If you want to be safe, wait another month. Wait for 4 months, or do 2 months or 3 months, and be willing to spend a tiny bit of money to make up if you're unlucky. But it could quickly be 20-30 euro if you're unlucky, and you're unlucky on your money, on the money you spend. So I'd rather save a month than invest more money, basically, when this guide is for free-to-play, so you probably don't want to do the free-to-play. If you want to speed up acquiring skin in this event, the priority will be with money, just in case, will be this pack, the Treasure Undrilled, that's the best pack you can get. And then after that, these packs are resetting daily, so you get a $1, $3, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 pack, right? And you get a lot more Gem of Enigma per dollar on the smaller pack. So let's say you want to speed up getting marches or city skin, so you can pay $5 per event to just speed up, because you will get a lot more. You will get all of these double, plus you will get all of the extra from the right side here, so it's quite more. So you might be able to do that marching skin in 1 event and this one in 2 events. And then if you want to speed things up again, it's better to buy the €1 pack daily than spending, like today buying the $1, $3, $5, $10 packs, right? That will be $20. So it's better to spend, maybe $1 every day, and sometimes you buy the $3 pack to get to $20 than buying all in one day. You will get a lot more Gem of Enigma, because right here you get 120 Gem of Enigma per dollar. Later, you get per dollar, you get 60 Gem of Enigma on the bigger pack. So you get twice less Gems of Enigma for your money. So is that just a tip if you consider spending to get faster with some skin? Well, you know, we're talking free to play mostly, but just in case, some people sometimes like skin are really important. So I just wanted to kind of point that out that you could get. And that's all for marching skin, right? You cannot get any other marching skin for free. The seasonal events are at least 60 euro. And they are a fixed cost, so they are, when you spend 60 euro on the event, you unlock the skin. Basically, it's not luck based. Some of the seasonal event skin, like this one, is luck based a bit, and they're a bit nicer. And you don't know, you know, you need to buy probably more. Maybe it's closer to 100 euro. And the other ones are they are mostly they are seasonal event. Most of the marching skin are seasonal event, and they often go with the city skin. But guys, that's it for today. That's how you get some free marching skin. Or for very cheap, very cheap if you spend smart. I'll make a guide later on how to get the marching skin for medium spenders. I might link that to the medium spender city skin, right? Because city skin, it's a bit more complex to get them on seasonal event, while for most of these, it's just a question of spending 60 euro on one seasonal event. So you want to buy good packs, basically, as much as you can for your 60 euros. So if you go there, you get the most. So I'll make a medium spender, low spender. Actually, low spender to medium spender, or, you know, could apply to big spenders as well, right? But they know how to unlock skin. But how to get some skins at the low to mid spender, you know, with paying as little as you can, and, you know, still beat people that spend a lot more money on skin than you would, because you anticipated and you played the event well. So that I will explain you in an upcoming video for both city and marching skin. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.